pass it, okay?
Yeah, show positive right here.
I think, you know, we all know what a challenge it is to go to Lubbock, Texas. You know, I was at Texas A&M 9 years. Never did we play how they scheduled. You never played at Austin and at Lubbock in the same season. They always split those two up. So to go do it back-to-back weeks, I mean, it's a heck of a challenge, obviously. You know, the thing about Texas Tech, I've watched them a lot, you know, over the years. It shows you, I think, what continuity does, or what continuity in a system does. You look at the great offensive teams. Let's take Boise State, for instance, because I put them in the same category as Texas Tech. I mean, they've been in that scheme for, what, 12 years, 14 years, regardless of who the head coach is. You know, Boise State's changed head coaches, just like Texas Tech's changed head coaches, but they still are in the same exact offensive scheme. And that's something you really see that really jumps out at you, is just how fast they execute, how comfortable they are in the scheme, how they recruit to their scheme. And I think that's a great model for us here is, you know, if you kind of think about 5 years from now, you know, if we stay consistent, if we keep continuity with our offense, evolving to what our defense will be, although we're not exactly what we're going to be on defense just yet. I think it's really jumps out at me, but just continuity in what Texas Tech does. As I said, I've watched them on offense a lot. I had them last year in person against Oklahoma State in Lubbock. I've been around their coaches. I've been around their scheme. You know, if you watch them against Texas State, quite honestly, the Texas State game, they were on fire. That's as good as I've seen them play. The quarterback was hot. They've got a couple big, tall receivers in number 14 and number 22. They've got some speed receivers in 1 and 4. They really are good. They've punted one time all season. They've been up about 36-6 at halftime of the 2 games. We all know what they did last year here in this stadium. So, you know, it's obviously quite a challenge. You know, as far as our standpoint, you know, probably sounds crazy. I'm actually kind of encouraged, just based on going back. I was just with Bob DeBess here before I came up. I apologize about being late. We just went back through and actually, again, went through the Texas game a little bit as we kind of evolve here. Man, there were a lot of little wins in that game. There really were. So our whole thing, let's correct what we can correct right now. There's certainly a lot of things we can correct. A lot of things we can correct, that we can coach better and that we can execute better. The things that we can't correct right now that are going to take time, don't become frustrated by them. You know, just continue to do what we're doing. I really like the attitude of our players. I really like the attitude of our coaches. So that's where it is. I think